Hey, it's your girl, Smiling Sarcasm, and today we're going to talk about getting used and setting boundaries and not letting people take advantage of you. Like, one thing that I hear a lot from women is, yeah, so-and-so used me, or so-and-so took advantage of me, or my boyfriend, oh yeah, he did this, that, and the third. But a lot of times that I don't hear women acknowledge the role that they played in it, the role that where they could have said no to whatever the person was trying to take from them. So a lot of times that I hear that, I always have to point out, well, so-and-so did XYZ, but what did you do? At what point did you say, no, I've had enough? And no one can ever, a lot of times, more times than not, a lot of times people can't say, well, this is what I said, and I had enough, I wasn't going to take it anymore. So when I was like in my early 20s, I used to get used a lot. And it was because of a number of reasons. But what I noticed is that I wanted to feel wanted and I wanted to feel needed by whomever it was. And so I let them use me because it felt like they wanted me and they needed me for whatever it is that I had, which wasn't fair to me because it allowed me to give myself to people that didn't deserve it. And so once I got older and I started developing my own self-esteem, I realized, like, I don't want to be wanted in that way. And I don't want to be needed in that way just for what I can do. So I had to look at myself. I had to take some time out and reevaluate my self-esteem, reevaluate the purpose of me doing that to myself. And it wasn't worth it anymore. But that came from me taking responsibility for my own actions and allowing these things to keep happening to me. So that's one thing that I point out when I talk to people about, getting used and taken advantage of. It's like, well, why do you need to give of yourself so freely to people that don't deserve it? And you have to work on yourself first. You have to make sure that you're okay before you can do anything for anyone else. So, like, if giving $20 to someone every 2 weeks is putting you in a bind, then you shouldn't do it anymore. And that comes from, the only person you have to take care of is yourself. If you have kids, take care of them too, of course. But, like, if you don't have any children, it's just you. Don't let anyone take advantage of you. Don't let that feeling of being needed overpower your need to take care of yourself and make sure that you're okay. And, like, a thing that I did after, reevaluating why I let people take advantage of me and why I let myself to be used, I read a lot of books about self-esteem and working through a lot of people that work through similar things, that what I had been through in my life and how they came out of it. I use those tools and, just like a lot of times acknowledging the fact that I do this for this reason. That helped me so much in order to change my lifestyle and change how I perceive people and perceive different situations. Because if it hadn't been from someone else pointing out, this is why you do this, I would have kept going on that same path of, oh my God, why are these people hurting me? Why? Well, no, why do you keep letting this happen to you? And my mom told me something I'll never forget. She's like, as long as you offer, someone's going to accept. But they don't have to. There's always that option for that other person to say no. So I think that's when you run into the point of, am I being used, or does that person actually need help? Because that person, you can offer all yourself all you want to, but that person can always say, no, I don't need it, or no, I found a different way. So I think that was a lot of me, and I had to look at myself and start over again on everything that I thought I knew and build my self-esteem up to get to the point where I'm just like, you know what, I don't deserve to be treated. I don't deserve to be used by anyone. So that was what I did. Just look at myself, reevaluate my reasoning for doing these things, and then picked up a couple of books about self-esteem and loving myself. And it's okay to want to be loved and want to be needed, but I had to learn how to love myself first before I expected to get that from anyone else. And that's all I can say about being used. Just like you don't need that kind of attention from anyone. And if you do, you probably need to reevaluate where you are as a person. And I hope that helps somebody, because like I get that a lot. People are like, I just get used, and I'm just like, well, this is what I did to come out of that space. And I hope that helps somebody, and I hope to see you guys again soon. If you have any tactics that you use to get yourself out of that place of needing to feel wanted by someone that didn't necessarily want you, or loved by somebody that didn't necessarily love you. If you have any tools that you use to get out of those situations, leave them in the comments below, like, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.